everybody, and welcome to this month's Ascension Teachings Q A. So this month I will be channeling Goddess Athena. So Goddess Athena, you may have some perceptions about her due to a historical context. She has come to me, however, with her name as Athena of Grace. So basically, as you know, all beings are multidimensional. So what she represented in a historical context has changed to match the consciousness that we are now existing in. Okay, so basically she still represents the warrior archetype, but it is about helping us to assist us in embracing the warrior within so we can face our own fears, so we can move into a grace state of love and to discover our purpose that way. Okay, so I'm very excited to bring forth Athena. I haven't channeled her before in this way, so I'm very excited. So we have Isabel joining us. Hi, Isabel.
Hello.
And we also have some other members joining us, Paulette and Hugo. They won't be on camera, but they'll be asking some questions, which Isabel will be reading out. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go now into trance and bring forth Athena for you all. Hello, mighty ones. I am Athena coming through, and it is my great honor to come through in this way. It is the time of great awakening, and many of us are coming through in this way, in an expanded way, for you are going through the shift, you are going through the great awakening. And as such, we are all expanding, mighty ones. Mighty one, we would say the details of my being is not of importance. What is of importance is your expansion, mighty ones. So with my being, you would say, in a historical context, in your perception, I've been seen in a certain way, mighty ones. But of course, the consciousness has shifted. And like all of us, we come forth to humanity. We assist because we are you. You are all part of us. And as such, we assist on the level of consciousness that is appropriate for that time continuum. So now that you're in the Great Awakening, my historical description, we would say, has been expanded upon to match the consciousness of now. So my D1, if you would like a description of the new, we would say in your terminology of new, because we've always been like this, we are all multidimensional, and you are also multidimensional, my D1. You exist here and elsewhere. You have many versions of yourself existing throughout the universe. You live in a multidimensional reality. How grand is that? My D1, I come forth to assist you, to guide you with the strength, to ignite that warrior within you. The warrior, though, in the concept of love-based, we would say walking with the courage and the strength, knowing that you are God, knowing that you are powerful. To face the fears, to face the limitations that are holding you back, to reclaim your full power, that are preventing you from seeing who you truly are, my dear ones. It is the state of grace, is your natural being, and I am here to assist you, to guide you, to push past those fears, to ignite that fire within you, that fire of bravery, of passion, of love. To be strong in the power of love, to allow you to claim your birthright that is love and grace. Grace and love is one. It is the flow of the universe. To allow you to be in the flow of all that is to let go of the resistance, to face the fears, not in a resistant manner, to face it in the strength of love. For in the strength of love, you reclaim your birthright, and you will more easily flow in addressing these fears, the limiting beliefs that are held in your, we would say, consciousness, in the, we would say, limitations of the ego mind, operating systems that are now shifting into a oneness state, mighty ones. Of course, in the mass consciousness, there is a shift occurring, and we would say the consciousness is moving into a oneness consciousness state in conscious awareness. However, it is all affecting you in your terminology in an individual way. For you have the power to either run on habitual patterns based on old operating systems, or you have a choice to live from the heart center, to address these fears when they pop up and bring them into the heart center. It is about living in love, and power is love. True power is love. Some of you have perceptions that power is based on fear because you see things occurring in your society where you might, in your perception, see power as corrupted. But pure power is love, is strength, is love. This is who you truly are. And as you go through your journey, you experience many fears, perceptions, but this is why you were here. You chose to experience what it is to be in this duality consciousness. But you are now shifting out of this duality into oneness. You are seeing glimpses of it. You are experiencing it. However, because this is a transition, you then fall back into fear. You fall back into old operating systems and you judge yourself. But my dear ones, this is a transition. It's about having the courage and the knowing that you are God, that you are love, to face any fear. You do not have to be in a resistant or, in your perception, a negative state while facing the fears. It might be your initial reaction, we understand this. But you have a choice. You have the power to bring it back into love, to see it for what it is, to see it as a tool for your expansion. through bravery and courage, tapping into the power within, knowing that you are not alone, knowing that you are God. You have the power of love to face all challenges that may come your way, because you are ready, because you are advanced. You wouldn't be here otherwise. Grace is your natural state, flowing through the universe, flowing through all that is, being one with all that is. My dear ones, I love you, and it is my honor to come through in this way. What would you like to discuss today, my dear ones?
Hi, Athena. How are you?
I am always well, for I am infinite, and so are you.
Thank you for coming to visit with me. And thank you for talking with me in this direct manner. It's very nice to talk to you in this way. I appreciate your guidance.
Well, we are all, my dear one.
I wanted to talk about some of the guidance that you were giving me. Was you were a patron of art and I think infrastructure. Was that an aspect?
We would say that is an aspect of a perception of my presence. Through different, we would say, nuanced vibrations. We can engage in these activities to expand who you are, my dear one. We are multidimensional beings. I exist here and I exist elsewhere. I also exist in the traditional sense for those matched to that consciousness. So my dear ones, all is infinite and all is perfect. So my dear ones, for the traditional, we would say, nuanced that you have received is true, for we are multidimensional, my dear ones. But I'm here to assist you to face the fears, to embrace the warrior within you. And if that includes tapping into your power through art, then so be it. There is a many different, we would say, directions you can go and to explore to tap into the power within. It is about expansion. It is about unlocking the power of who you truly are. This is my main intention to coming through in this way. However, if you have intentions to explore fields of this manner, then so be it. I am here to assist in all fields. To say that I only look after certain areas is somewhat limiting, for I can assist in all, like all of our beings. We are one. We are one with all that is. We are here to assist you, to allow you to remember that you can face all, my dear ones, with any context, with any field you are exploring, my dear ones. We are infinite intelligence. We are one. We are you. So my dear one, if you have questions around this area, then I encourage it.
I was just curious because I think when I was researching, it was just that there was a lot of infrastructures in schools, building, and encouraging art and education, an aspect of it. And I was just curious.
My dear one, there's much information about my presence through an historical context, but any historical context, any written information, we would say is always limiting, because as we expand, we also expand that if you would like to put on identity, you see, we are all expanding. All information relating to us is expanding. It is always changing. We exist here and everywhere else. There is an Athena that looks after art and infrastructure. There is also Athena that looks after war that looks after all these things, but it will match to that consciousness of that person. Now that consciousness, you would say, in the collective has moved past that and transcended, or there may be some of the people out there in society that still resonates with this vibration, that still resonates with this Athena. Can't you see? We are multidimensional. It is not by accident that you came across this information, as you know. So we would say, yes, there are versions of myself in your terminology that looks after these aspects. So yes, pushing past the fear does not also apply to adults. For children, there are many contexts with this, mighty one. Many different contexts.
So it makes sense that I'm attracted to a certain vibration, that you're multidimensional, right? And so Olia is attracted to your vibration of the warrior. And it's just, I don't know, it just feels like threads of energy, threads of vibration that reflects back to me, that reflects to you. It's like an exchange.
We are all one, mighty ones. You are multidimensional. You exist here and elsewhere in different timelines. You would say the old version of you still exists in the multiverse. Can't you see?
Mm-hmm.
As you expand, you create another version of yourself. Energy cannot be destroyed. It's a multiverse, mighty ones. As you go through transitions, we would say, resonate back to these older versions of you because they still exist. You do not have to live in that paradigm. Can't you see? It is a multiverse. We are multidimensional beings. You all are. All is expansion, mighty ones. So we assist on all levels through, we would say, through human curiosity, through certain belief systems, through what is needed to hear directly for some of you to assist in the expansion in certain areas. We do like to choose certain areas, we would say, nuanced areas of expansion to allow you to hone into these areas because it is fun. And it is fun for the human race to identify us with certain aspects. So we honor this. But in the day, we are all one. And we would say due to certain expansions through coming forth in different timelines, we've created certain lessons and imprints within our consciousness that serves humanity. And this is why also we are nuanced, because we have this certain imprinted information within our consciousness. Even though we are one with all that is, we are somewhat individualized in your terminology because our vibration is still unique. It is one, but is also unique, like all of you. But we expand and we change, mighty ones, like you.
Mm-hmm.
So I represent different archetypes, but it all is the one, mighty one.
Is it like, only because we feel separatism here so strongly, is it like if I removed a cell from my body, it's still part of my body? That signature of my cell has energy to it, but it's still part of the body of all that there's one. Is that a good analogy to understand how everything is one?
All is energy.
All is energy.
All is energy, mighty ones. Every aspect of you, of the universe, is energy, mighty one. If a cell comes off you onto the floor, of course you cannot see that cell. That cell is still energy, and that energy is still vibrating. Of course, it might not take your awareness for that one little cell that's lying on the floor, but it is still part of you. It's still part of all that is. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed and expanded upon, mighty ones. It is only in the state of separation that you see duality. All is energy. And as you expand, all the versions of you in your terminology exist. They exist in different dimensions with different vibrations. It is a multiverse. And as such, the current universe has expanded into a new universe. You've now entered it. It is the Great Awakening. And as such, it is a new universe. How exciting is that? That you are here to experience this shift. My dear ones, when you live in the past, you regress back and you visit, we would say, the older versions of yourself. So this is why we encourage you to stay in the present moment. For in the present moment, you are living in your current expanded version without drawing on, we would say, limited versions of yourself, you would see. For all is expansive. If you look back in your life, we would say you have expanded at this point compared to, we would say, memories of your earlier life. But all is one. All is just expansion. Time does not exist. It is just expansion, my dear ones.
And when we look into the future?
The future is part of the timeline, my dear one. As there is no time, there is only expansion. You may see glimpses of what may come, but these are just potentialities. They may not occur in higher truths. They may be there for you to assist you to take a certain direction for guidance. However, these glimpses may not be set in stone. You have a choice. This is just a glimpse into the expansion of all that is. The glimpses of what true time is, that time does not exist, my dear one. So this is why we say, let go of planning the future. Because you then live in a limited capacity, we would say. Even those of you who are sensitive and can see glimpses of the future, it is there for you for a reason. So yes, take note of these, but also detach from it. For it may not materialize and it may change direction. It is about detaching.
Yes, Athena, and it's really hard to detach. I just want to let you know, as the human experience here.
And my dear, is there any areas in your life where you are called on to use your bravery?
I am moving. So I am being brave that everything is all working out, perfectly unfolding. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to go, when, which is, Athena, it's a little being a planner and having the steps ahead to step into the unknown and allow it to unfold, you would think would be much easier, but it is not.
It's a human experience.
Yes.
We need to experience this. This journey is perfect. And you are doing wonderfully, my dear one.
Oh, thank you.
You have a close connection to my presence because you are allowing, you're being present, you are understanding that you are more one than all that is. Of course, you may not see the full picture, but this is the journey, my dear one. It is about letting go. Living in the vibration of love. When things appear challenging to you, know that you are not alone. Know that you are supported. Draw on the inner strength that you are. Many of you like to draw on, we would say, the non-physical realms to assist you in strength. And yes, we are always there to assist you. But remember that we are you. We are aspects of you, which means the power lies within you. You have the power. You've always had the power. You've just at times been cut off from this due to certain perspectives, due to your journey. But you have all the power of all the gods within you. You have the power. We are here to assist you, to allow you to remember this power for yourself. It is all within you. All the courage that you seek, or the bravery, is all within you. You have the ability to overcome. Know that it is for you. As you know, this particular event that's occurring in your life, my dear one, it can be seen as challenging. It can be seen to be an event that causes much fear, much uncertainty, lack of security. But my dear one, this is how the universe works, and now in its expanded capacity. You do not have to know the full picture. Trust that you have the power. You have the guidance within you. Trust the power that you are. For this means to be present. So you're not drawing on other versions of yourself. You're drawing into the full power of your presence, which exists in the present moment. For it is in the present moment where your full expanded capacity lies. And access to the heartbeat of all that is, to access the infinite power that you are. And we are honored
you, Athena,
to go through this journey with you.
Thank you. So we have a question from one of our members. And what methods would you recommend to tap into love and grace when fear surfaces during the transition?
My dear ones, when you are faced with the fear and you feel it within your body, sometimes the body has a reaction, an instant reaction, a flight or fight response that still dwells in, would say, the old operating systems that many of you still attached into. So we understand that it happens in a split second and you go into fear. But that is okay. Once you can detach and separate yourself from this emotion, if you can perceive what is going on is an illusion, any situation that's based on fear, detach yourself. If you are experiencing the fear, then it is a mirror to you. You may not be able to see how it is a mirror in that instance. But the first step when you experience the fear is to change the perspective to one of oneness, to one of love. Grace and love is your natural state. You would say, see it, accept it. If it's something you cannot love, accept it. And just would say, remember what it is there for you. It is a test for you. It is a test for you because you're ready. It is an achievement for you to even face such a test. Can't you see? The fact you are coming up with this fear-based scenario is showing you how advanced you are to even have this in your life, because you chose great expansion. How do you see the circumstances around the fear? Be thankful for it. Be grateful for it. Detach from it. And from there, you can choose the higher perspective. And it is from there you can address what the fear is, what the limited belief is. Know that it is an illusion. And when it is illusion, when you can get to that point of complete detachment, then the answer will come to you. What is that limited belief? Are you seeing things in a duality concept? Are you seeing things as something should be different than they are? Are you placing judgment? My dear ones, with this perception, you'll be able to see what is limited. Because when you experience fear, you are not seeing things from God's eyes. You are God, but you are also experiencing the illusion. This is also perfect. To see things through the eyes of all that is to see things in the vibration of love, of acceptance. Love is all that is. So we would say acceptance would be the first step, no matter how challenging it is. And know that if you're feeling the fear, this is part of you. This is mirroring what vibration is going on within your vibration. Can't you see? It is a teacher for you. It is happening for you. And it will occur, it will manifest in different ways unless you address this vibration. Can't you see how it is a game? But it's supposed to be a game based on love. Love and acceptance. Acceptance of you, most importantly. Some of you do not have the courage to push past fears. We understand that because there are many perceptions in your society about what people would think. These certain perceptions, this pack mentality of wanting to fit in, is based on, we would say, limited consciousness from the beginning of your race. There's a historical context that's still in the DNA that's being transformed and transmuted. So this still plays a role in your thinking, in your belief systems. You're wanting to fit into the status quo, to feel like you are part of something, but you are always a part of something. But it is just one step at a time to push past that fear, my dear one. You are love and you are powerful. Embrace the love and the power that is within each and every one of you. The power has always been within. Even if you feel weak, you feel hopeless, the power is still within. One step at a time to find and ignite that power. You can face any challenge, but face it with the power of love, and you unlock your true power.
Thank you, Athena. Athena, did you help humanity ascend? Is that a common role for you?
We would say, like many of us, we come through times of, we would say, expansion stages, cycles, you would say, in the human race. So we would say, in this direct manner, we may not come through in your perceived history all the time. We come through certain moments that are historic in your terminology for the expansion of your race. We have always been and always existed, but we are multidimensional and we assist on that level. So my dear ones, we would say in a historical perception, we've come through to assist the consciousness at that level to allow us to speak the words that allow that consciousness to be able to hear the words, you see. We would say some information, if it comes through to a certain consciousness state, may not be able to hear the words. They will reject it. So we would say our approach to all of you throughout all the different timelines is the way that matches the consciousness, the collective consciousness at that time. And if we come through, we would say an individual, that individual will be matched to that vibration. Plus there'll be we would say a variance depending on their, their own, we would say personal vibrationally work that they do. So yes, we do assist. And now it is time of great awakening. And this is why many of us are coming through, because never a time in the human race has there been so much expansion that there is now. As a race, you have expanded greatly. And never a time has it been the shift from a duality consciousness. Duality consciousness has always been one with the human race, although there may be individuals that can see oneness in a conceptual way. And that knowledge has been passed down, but the actual mass consciousness, the collective consciousness, to you actually to experience and feel it, not just a conception. Never before a time in your historical history, in your terminology, has there been a time where you are now shifting into a oneness consciousness state. Yes, there's been cycles with the human race. There's been cycles, you have called these the golden age. There has been cycles where you do remember that you're one, but with each cycle it is expanded upon. So with each golden age that becomes more expanded on. So many of you look back in the past and you perceive that we were more enlightened in the past, and that is not the case, my dear one. It was the cycle of expansion. However, it has never been as expanded as you are right now. The race has been expanded right now. Many of you maybe perceive this otherwise because you see things occurring in the society where you see fear-based events. You see duality, but you see it's all occurring for the expansion, and it is necessary for the expansion. There are pre-birth intentions in play, not just pre-birth intentions for the individuals involved, but for the consciousness. The expansions of Gaia. It is all interconnected. We are you. We are coming forth in this direct manner, in a perceived separated manner, coming through this energy consciousness out of Kimberley. But we are one. We are versions of all that is of source. And because of the multidimensional manner that we exist in, and all beings exist in, we are able to bring forth this nuanced information. But it is still one and the same. It is still source. For you are also a nuanced vibration. You all carry forth individual frequencies. But as you're part of the universe, we would say there are similar universal laws that will affect you. So now that you're ready for the more expanded versions of yourself, we would say, you are now able to remember more of your God state, then we are coming forth more in this expanded way to match that frequency. There has been times when we have lovingly watched on the sidelines for you as a human race had to go through certain experiences collectively. If you were to come with our assistance, you would not hear our words. There would be too much fear to even conceive our conception. But now it is a time of great awakening. You've now entered into the transition now into the new expanded golden age. That is the new earth. That is the great awakening. And it's why many of us are coming through to assist you. Even though we have this nuanced information, remember that we are one. We are you and we are source.
Thank you, Athena. We have another question. Some spiritual traditions teach to drop worldly concerns for oneself to experience enlightenment and to focus in being of help to others. Is that the way to enlightenment?
That is one, we would say, one direction you can take if this resonates with you. There are many different paths to remember that you are enlightened. How are you perceiving your worldly goods? Is it a distraction? It is allowing you to see duality. My dear ones, material objects and worldly goods could be beneficial to you. Everyone is different. Everyone's path is different. So we would say this may be one path or one direction for a certain person or certain people that resonates with this, and that is for them. But it does not mean this path is right for all people. For everyone is multidimensional, and everyone comes with their own unique lessons and pre-birth intentions. So if you are drawn to this, we would say path, then you know it is for you. It may not be the full path, but it may be parts of this information that is to assist you. You take what resonates with you. Even from these teachings, you take what resonates with you. Everyone is on the path, on an individual path, but the path expands all that is. My dear ones, what is your perceptions around this path? My dear one, there were no set rules to allow you to remember that you are enlightened. Everyone's path is unique because you have lived many, many lives. You are living these lives, and as such, you have unique divine blueprints, certain abilities, certain information ready to be unlocked, pre-birth intentions that are guiding you. Listening to the voice within, it's guiding you every step of the way. And if this step guides you to this information, to that path, then it is for you. You can trust that it's for you. It is simple as that, my dear ones. There are many paths to remember the light within. Choose one that resonates with you.
She says, thank you, Athena.
Thank you, mighty one. The path that is set for one person may not be necessarily your path. Can't you see? It is not about comparing yourself to others. If you are drawn to certain teachers, then it is for you. It may not be for everyone, but it is for you and for your path. All paths lead to the same expansion. And how fun it is that in this game of physical reality, you get to choose your path. You can experiment differently, yes. Your path will be shown to you due to your pre-birth intentions one step of the way. But you have a choice of how to explore this in a creative sense. Can't you see?
Yes. Thank goodness that we have different paths. Makes it more exciting.
Of course. Because how boring a reality would be in your perception if everyone had the one path and the one set of rules to follow. That would not be exciting at all. You want to experience this diversity. You want to experience this creativity, that you have the power. Creativity in its full expression is love. Creativity is acting on the God vibration. You have the power to create all that is. For you to act on these creative actions, whether that is art, whether that is exploring creatively certain aspects of reality, then you are igniting and activating that God particle within you. You are the creator. It is a microcosm of the God creator by you being creative. Can't you see? That's why creativity and artistic endeavors can be very beneficial for you to activate that God particle. But my dear ones, you can be creative in many different ways, and everyone's path is different. And that's what makes it fun.
Yes, very much so. I think when you create, like I know when I create, I'm very connected, you know, or even when I go for a hike and I connect with nature, that's another way to connect. There's many, many, many ways to connect and go within. You don't necessarily have to do yoga.
No, my dear.
Meditate. You know, meditation is very good too, to suspend thought, but yes, there are many ways.
Meditation, there are many creative ways you can do meditation. There's infinite ways you can meditate, my dear ones. Of course, all have a similar path in being quiet and being present, but all the other details, you can be experiment on, you can be creative in this way. Some use sound, some use objects. There are many creative ways you can meditate and go within. Can't you see? This is the creativity in play. This is the God particle that is in play and being activated with your creativity. If you come across a certain meditation or activity that resonates with you, then it is for you, for your vibration. And this is why being in the present moment, you'll be able to pick up on the subtleties. You'll be able to pick up what resonates or not. Instead of doing the status quo, you'll be able to feel it for yourself. It is about the knowing. Once you can tap into your knowing, you're tapping into the God state that you are. For the infinite intelligence, something that cannot be defined, but you just know. You are tapping into the God within you that knows all. The infinite intelligence that flows. You may not be able to understand how you know and why it resonates, but that analyzation is from the ego mind. Who you truly are is beyond this. It's about just the knowing. You do not have to know how you know. Trust the knowing. Many of you doubt the knowing because you compare yourself with others. You judge yourself. You see yourself not as worthy. So disregard a lot of the information, a lot of this knowing within you. It is a journey, my dear ones. You are flowing with the universe. You are never separate from all that is. Go with the flow. Do not resist these challenges. Do not resist what you chose to explore here. It is allowing yourself to be in the flow of the universe. That is grace, to be in a state of love and be in the flow of the universe. If any little challenge that comes along, any little piece that brings you fear, is just another piece of the puzzle for your expansion. Because you are ready for it. It wouldn't be in your existence if you were not ready for it. You may not feel you are ready for it. It would not be there otherwise. You chose great expansion. You chose to experience these challenges, but it's up to you if you want to face them in fear or love. You have the choice. True power is the power of love. Ignite that within you. Know that you are invincible. Know that you are powerful. Know that no one can create in your reality. Be in a vibration of love. Amp up the love. That power that is within you, that bravery that is within you. And face the fear in this love. This love transmutes all fears. One step at a time, my dear ones. Most importantly, use this power and love for yourself. For you are that warrior, but that warrior in a state of love. A warrior of love. My dear ones, you are love. You are infinite and you are powerful. To see yourself as otherwise is a limitation. It is not who you truly are. So embrace this power. Let go of the mind, the analyzing, the judging as to why and all the different reasons why you are not this powerful. This is an illusion. Drop it down into the knowing. Breathe. Breathe. When you breathe, you're breathing in life force energy. You are connecting to the heartbeat, the energy, the source code of all that is. When you breathe, you connect to who you truly are. Practice the breath. Know that it is all happening for you. Of course, there are certain circumstances that allow you to see otherwise. You feel like you want to be the protector for others, but these people do not need protecting. They are mirrors of you, and they chose you to experience this reality. You do not need to protect anyone. Of course, many of you that have offspring, there is a tendency to want to defend and protect your loved ones, not just your own offspring, but other family members and other beings close to you. We understand that is in your consciousness. It is, you would call this a maternal instinct, or an instinct to protect others, but that desire to protect others, is it coming from a fear place? Because you want to shield that experience of fear from them. You want to shield that negative emotion, but my dear ones, it is for them. It might be hard for you to see this, but they're living life in their expanded way, unique for them, for their expansion. They chose the challenges. And mothers and fathers, your offspring chose you as parents. They knew they were going to put on a trajectory. They knew they were going to face these challenges. They have the capability to overcome. All you need to do is encourage them to know that they have the answers within them, that they are love-based, that they are complete. By you putting yourself in this vibration, by you accepting who you truly are, this frequency ignites all that is and all those around you. And that energy vibration that will be emitted from you will assist, we would say, an alchemic reaction that allows them to also tap into the powerful being that they are. Can't you see? This is how you can model being love-based state. Just by your frequency, you affect all that is. Of course, some of you have trouble, we would say, articulating this knowledge in a way that they can understand. They understand emotion. Focus on the emotion, not the words. For their knowing knows the words. They may not be able to articulate it for themselves, but they know what is going on. Show them love. Show them unconditional acceptance. And they will blossom, and they will follow their own path with this ignited alchemic reaction from your reaction. Can't you see? It is all connected. You can let go of any guilt that your reaction is going to create a ripple effect in another. It allows them to be on a trajectory, but my dear ones, it was meant to happen this way. Let go of this. And we know that concepts of security and attachment is, we would say, very prominent in your consciousness, especially those loved ones you are very attached to. But know they came through you for a reason. If they are your offspring, your family, your friends, they're in your life for a reason. They're playing roles for you. You may see them as defenseless, but can't you see they are teaching you a lesson? They are allowing you to expand into love. You do not know their pre-birth intentions. They may be here to assist you. If you experience the fear, it is a lesson for you. You do not know how they are truly feeling. They experience the illusion like all of the human race. It is through love, unconditional acceptance, that you can show bravery. All the resources are within you, each and every one of you. If you're inspired out of love to take an action, that is for the highest good. But be in the present and you'll be able to see if the action is inspired out of love or out of fear. Here is your answer. It's not by accident that they are in your life. It is not by accident that certain situations appear in your life. Can't you see? Trust. Not just trust yourself, but trust the others that they also have the power within. Trust that the journey is perfect and it is for them. You do not know pre-birth intentions of others. You do not know your own pre-birth intentions. You don't see the full picture until you're in the non-physical. Yes, you may become aware of glimpses of aspects of this life purpose. Until you become God realized, the full picture will not be shown to you. So trust. Trust that all is occurring for the expansion of you and for the other. If it is in your reality, it is for you, my dear ones. Embrace the power of infinite love, infinite power that you are. Breathe. Breathe into that life force energy that is source and feel it radiate in your heart. See the fire ignite within you. This fire is passion. Fire is bravery and courage. See it ignite within you. Is fire. Is forever burning within you. If you can tap into it. It is fueled by infinite love. By source, by all that is. It is all within each and every one of you. You are able to overcome through love. And my dear one, we know you have had much practice with this.
Yes, but I have a lot of support from you on the other side.
because you know you are not alone.
I do.
How to understand such concepts. You are on your own unique journey. And little obstacles will be placed in front of you for you to overcome, for you to remember and to tap into the powerful warrior within you. How do you perceive the term warrior?
I do see it as bravery and courage and being a bright light. That's how I see the warrior.
And that is a true warrior. To be in that vibration of love. If you want to be the warrior for others, then be in this vibration, and this vibration will emit to all those around you. You will receive the guidance and the inspirations and the words to assist another if you can tap into this vibration of love and acceptance. It is the fuel that allows you to ignite the passion of discovering your life purpose. That fuel is always within you. It is forever burning within you. Be brave and tap into this power. You are all powerful beings. Some of you are afraid of the power that it brings because you are God. And to see yourself as God is to have a dissonance because you do not see yourself as worthy of such. Remember that you are the universe. The universe is within each and every one of you. And everyone is powerful, even if you do not perceive it as such. They are on their journey. If you want to help others, tap into the warrior within them to allow them to allow yourself to assist another. Then you tap into this vibration for yourself. And this is how you assist. For your vibration affects all that is. You are not contained in this space of a body that you perceive. That is the illusion. You are infinite energy flowing throughout all of the universe. So how can not one, we would say, aspect of the source energy not affect another? Because all is one. This is why all the work you need to do is on yourself. And once you can raise your own frequency and tap into this infinite power within you, then you will receive that guidance in the inspiration from your God perspective, from all of us, which are God. You'll be able to tap into this infinite intelligence to assist another, to allow them to remember their light. Can't you see how it works? It is all working on yourself, first and foremostly. And this is not selfish. This is the way of the universe. Some of you do not, we would say, focus on yourself because you perceive that as you are not worthy and you prefer to act on other people. You do not see yourself as a priority. And my dear one, if you want to help others, you first need to help yourself. To be in that vibration, for it is then when you can tap into the true power that you are to receive the answers and the guidance to help the others. Can't you see? You are infinite. And once you can tap into this infinite intelligence within you, within all of the universe, once you can see that we are all one, this is then when you come into your full potential God power. And you will know in confidence everything you say will be out of love. You'll be able to be more present and be able to be aware of emotions and thoughts that are not based in love. And then you'll be able to be more aware of the inspirations that are in truth in love, or if they're in fear. And you can share these words and this guidance based in love for the others, because you know within your being that it is for them. It is for you. You will develop the knowing within you where you do not have to second guess information. Because the second guessing is in the ego mind. It is in the identity. It is not who you truly are. You'll be able to tap into the all-knowing God state within you. You do not have to second guess where the information came from, but you have a knowing within you that it is for them and it is also for you. It is one step at a time. And this is how it works.
Thank you, Athena.
The flame is always ever burning. Love, grace. Let go. Let go of the control. To be a warrior is not to have that control. It is the opposite. A true warrior in a state of grace and love is to let go of control. It is not to battle. Battle is, we would say, an old terminology, a perception that is no longer needed in your conscious state. To be the warrior is to let go of control, because then the real bravery comes into play, where you have to trust. Trust the knowing. Trust that all the power is within. That is the ultimate bravery, to let go of control, to tap into the true bravery, the true power within you. To let go not knowing what direction it will go. To let go and to know that everything will just be happening for you. That is real courage. And that is the journey to embrace your power. Let go of the resistance. Let go of the control. You will be guided if you can be brave enough to trust yourself, to trust the infinite intelligence that is within you, to know what is fear, to know what is love, and to choose the guidance that resonates with love. It is all within you. To tap into this powerful being, let go and embrace the power and the love that you are. And to be in that state is to let go. By letting go, you come into the grace state, the energy frequency of grace. You begin flowing with the universe more, we would say, smoothly. You'll be able to flow along like a stream of infinite intelligence. And you'll be guided every step of the way. When you hit a little pebble in the stream, a rock, a log, it is all part of the stream of consciousness. It is part of the flow of life that you've chosen, that others around you have chosen, if it is in your reality. Let go and surrender to the stream. Know you are capable of overcoming, for you are that warrior. You are courageous. You have just forgotten your power. Embrace the love that you are. Embrace the infinite intelligence that you are. Let go. Surrender, for you will receive the answers one step at a time. The answers that are needed for your journey will come into your awareness. You can trust that you will have the knowing. It is only in the mind ego that you second guess it. Let go of that. Practice being in the knowing. The stream of consciousness, the flow, the infinite intelligence stream will take you where you are needed to go. You do not have to see where the stream will end up. It is all for you. Is there any other questions today, my dear one?
No, Athena, thank you so much for the analogy of the stream.
Is there anything else you would personally like to discuss before we end here today?
it really resonated with me. Trusting in the unknowing is very brave. You would think, I find it ironic, but you would think it would be easy to just let go, but not knowing and just be in the moment and just take one step at a time, even though it sounds really simple, it's practice.
And can't you see that's where the true courage lies? Those of you feel like there is a thing of being secure and insecure. So you control your conditions. You have a sense of wanting to control things so you do not feel the fear. Well, that is resistance. You are not flowing with the stream of infinite intelligence. You are not flowing with your pre-birth intentions, with the flow of the universe. Yes, you can do this. And yes, you can negate some negative feelings along the way. But you are not being aligned to your grace state. Do you want to experience what you came here? It is up to you. You have the choice to control your life, control the circumstances, to live a certain way. But my dear ones, know if you do this, you are limiting yourself. To allow you to fully explore your pre-birth intentions is to let go. You cannot see the full picture because you come into perspective from a human mind, which is in the illusion. Once you can let go and be in a grace state, you tap into the God perspective. To be brave is not to battle, not to be resistant. It is to let go and to trust. That is the ultimate bravery, trusting in the universe, trusting in yourself, trusting that the river will take you where you are needed to go. All is flowing, all is energy. Energy must flow, my dear ones. Thank you for all for being here today, my dear ones. We are honored to come through in this way, in this direct way, to allow you to remember the powerful state that you are. Remember this. These words will activate an alchemic process within you to activate more of the remembering within you. Just by hearing these words, the process is already occurring. It's activating more of this knowing. You know this already, my dear ones. All the wisdom and all the universe is already known within you. It is about tapping into this information. It's already there, for you are infinite. You are God. How can you not know this information? It is with my love and all our love that we come here today. Know that we are with you and we are always with you. Farewell, my dear ones.
Bye.